If you're planning a trip to Europe, spring might just be the most difficult season to pack for. Not only is there unpredictable weather, I mean, you can experience like 3 different seasons all in one day. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to pack if you are traveling to Europe in the spring months of April, May, or even early June. Now, this packing list is going to be focused kind of on the more northern countries where weather is going to be the most unpredictable. And as an added bonus, I will put together a few travel outfits that are perfect for spring that will have you looking très chic in these European streets. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Angela. And 7 years ago, I moved from the US to Europe. Ever since, I've been writing about my travels throughout the continent on my blog, Notes from Europe. Before we dive into the video, I just want to make you aware of my packing list guide that you can download from my website. I'll include a link in the description below, but this is a fantastic way to pack if you're like me, someone who wants to check off the items as they go into your suitcase so that you don't leave anything behind. All right, I'm not gonna gatekeep this. The number one secret for good packing in Europe in spring is to dress in layers. I know, you always hear this, dress in layers, but it's the truth. The light jacket that everyone is going to be wearing, I'm gonna show you one here in a second, that can become uncomfortably the wrong jacket if you don't have like a cardigan or a sweater or something to put underneath it. Conversely, if you only pack winter sweaters, assuming that the weather is going to be terrible, then you will be the one sweating through the days where the sun comes out to play. We'll talk about the clothing that you should pack, the shoes that you should pack, the outerwear, which is probably the most contentious of all 3, the accessories that you need to pack for spring, as well as a couple spring packing tips. All right, number 1, I always pack a couple of pants, trousers, jeans. Currently loving the wide leg look and honestly trying to get a couple more wears out of these black cords that I absolutely love. Pants are great because they will form the basis of so many different outfits. They are interchangeable, they are the foundation, but you don't need too many. I think 2 or 3 pairs and you are good to go. A little unconventional, but I think a midi dress is also a really great thing to pack for spring. When it comes to tops, I love classic button downs or chic silk blouse. Now, depending on the weather, I may add a lightweight cardigan or a blazer. Now, I do think that sweaters belong in your spring wardrobe, but not the bulky ones. So here we have the Irish fisherman. This is tough in a carry-on. Unless you're going somewhere super cold and you know that it's going to be super cold, I would leave these bulky ones at home. Instead, you want to pack like the thin cashmere kind of crop neck. These are easier to pack, and if they're made out of the right fabrics like merino wool and cashmere, they will keep you warm. A couple of my other favorites for layering, just like a long sleeve ribbed top. This one's from Saison. Wonderful to put under a sweater so that you have something as a base if it does get warm and you need to remove that sweater. I'm also a really big fan of these bodysuits. This one's sleeveless, but it looks great under a variety of cardigans. This one is from Wolford, which is a European brand, and I could live in this thing. It is so comfortable. Next up, what shoes to pack? I'm a really big fan of colorful sneakers. I have been rocking these Adidas for the longest time. There's just something optimistic about a colorful pair of sneakers. I still have those old white Sam Smiths, but I feel like they're so difficult to keep clean after a certain point, whereas you don't have that problem with colored sneakers. Another shoe that I love, classic ballet flats. So chic. I could live in these Rothy's version. I just love a good ballet flat. Boots are also a great item to pack for footwear. These have a heel, maybe not the best for walking, but they can do a lot of different things. They can be good walking shoes. They can give you that sexy look. You can also pack a pair that are kind of waterproof if you're going to an area that's going to have very questionable weather. For example, I've lived in these Frye Moto boots for a really long time, and Yeah, they've seen like better days. One thing I would maybe say don't pack is a boot that I love. Okay, I love this. But the Ugg, she's a winter girl. I don't think she has any place in spring. I will also say if you are going somewhere in Southern Europe, then you could probably get away with an espadrille in spring. To love France. They know this game. But mostly I would just say steer clear until summer on those. Okay, I want to hear from you. What is one item that you absolutely must pack whenever you're traveling in the spring? For me, it's beadnell jacket. What is it for you? All right, let's move on to outerwear. Did I already mention a blazer? I think one of the secrets for packing a blazer for travel is it needs to have a little bit of room. So if your blazer is overly fitted, that could be a red flag. You want to be able to wear some sweaters under this blazer. Otherwise, it's not going to be able to function as outerwear. Other thing that I think you should really consider packing if you're going to try to make a blazer your main piece of outerwear is some type of scarf. And I have some fabulous examples to show you in a second. But I absolutely love this blazer. And I plan on wearing this a lot this spring. Some people will want to pack a rain jacket because of previously mentioned spring showers. I am still to this day like a sucker for a barber jacket, like a beadnell. Be still my heart. I love this jacket. It is wonderful, a little bit waterproof. It just has this fantastic look. It's a little more sporty than other things, but one of my favorite jackets. This one gets a lot of play in spring for me. And now finally, the hardest working gal in spring. Oh my God, it's the trench coat. Seriously, everyone is wearing a trench coat in spring in Europe. It is a classic choice. It's just an iconic silhouette. Looks wonderful in spring. And again, depending on what you wear under this, you can make it your outerwear for a variety of different types of weather. Let's move on to accessories. Okay, I absolutely love a good scarf. Probably my favorite type of scarf are the Hermes 140 cashmere. The cashmere material feels so wonderful against your skin. You can even wear these like on late summer nights if you want to like cover your shoulders from the sun. So yes, I know they're an investment piece, but absolutely one of my favorites. This under like a trench coat is so chic. It looks so wonderful. I'm a really big fan. This is an Hermes 70 by 70. So it's smaller than the typical square that they have, which is like the 90 by 90. I actually wore this to brunch this morning, and my favorite way to wear this is when it's a little tiny bit cold out and you just kind of want to cover up your neck. You don't want to wear a turtleneck, like that's not the vibe, but you just want something that allows you to kind of keep the wind from like hitting your neck and making you feel entirely cold all over. I have a couple of 90s, but I won't show you those. They basically do the exact same drape as this. I typically will like tie it a second time here. I love this scarf. This scarf, big sunglasses. I just feel like a movie star walking through town. That's what I would suggest, like play with some scarves that are not necessarily like big and bulky and just intended to like warm you up. You can have a really like great experience with like a silk scarf just placed at your throat. Spring is perfect for that. You should absolutely have a travel umbrella. And I like fun colors like yellow for spring. It is going to rain a lot. It's gonna rain when you think it's not gonna rain. It's gonna rain when the Apple weather app says that the weather is perfect for the rest of the day. You may even want to get something smaller to put in a bag or something, but like, I just got this from DM in Germany. You don't need an expensive umbrella, but in spring, you're probably gonna need an umbrella, period. Do you remember Aesop's fable of the sun and the wind are having a little beef and they're trying to get a guy to like take his jacket off? And so the wind like blows and blows and blows and he fails, but the sun comes out, does his thing, and the guy naturally takes off his jacket. I don't mean to be a doomsdayer, but like the weather's not always bad in spring. Sometimes the weather's fabulous. And for those occasions, you need to have a pair of sunnies. Come on, it's almost summer. The final thing that you probably need to pack is like a small backpack or a crossbody bag, something that will be like your go-to for the day. I'm pretty partial to a crossbody bag, especially when they're small and you simply cannot overfill them. But I have seen some people rock like a small backpack that also looks quite chic. All right, so you have like literally been inside of my closet now. I've pulled everything out that I think you probably need to pack. So how are we gonna style it all for spring? Outfit montage. And if you've made it this far into the video, don't forget to download my packing list PDF. Regardless of season, this has you covered. It's a checklist that you can actually check things off as they go into your suitcase to make sure you don't forget anything. You can get it via the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Plus, subscribe for weekly video drops on topics ranging from what to pack, where to go, and what to do when you get there.